All right, hello friends, this is Mr. Watkins. I am in a new place that I don't think some of you have ever seen at all before. This is the art room at House Elementary School, which is your school. Now, you might never see this room. You might start right off at the new school, which they're building right now. But I thought it would be neat for you to see the room. And I'll give you kind of a tour of the place so you can see what it would be like here. So first off, this is Miss Mona Lisa. It's a copy, but this is from a famous painting that a man named Leonardo da Vinci painted. And I like to have her in here because she shows what it's like for you to be ready for art. She's looking at the teacher. She has her hands crossed and she's ready. So her hands are still and she's ready for instruction. And she has this nice little smile. And you can smile if you want to, unless you're sad, in which case you don't have to. Let me show you the other things. This is our supply closet. It's a little messy, don't tell anybody. This is where I would store all of the old artwork that people were working on. This is where I would display some of the students' work. It's just got my stuff on it right now. This is the kiln room. We would do clay. See that big, can you see it? There it is. There's the kiln. It's like a huge oven that gets incredibly hot. And we use that to make clay sculptures, which hopefully you'll get to do next year. Like this friendly bear. And this nice little thing that I made. Here's the rest of it. There's a cutting board. Right now I'm working on reclaiming some of the clay so that we will be able to use it next year because a lot of it dried out. Look at that beautiful goopy mud. Clay is mud. It's a special kind of mud. And I'm hoping y'all get to use it next year because clay is a very important material, or ceramics, it's called sometimes. Ceramics is used to make coffee cups and airplane parts and anything that needs to be able to stand up to heat. So ceramics are cool. All right, so this, oh, and the ceiling is crazy, which I guess you can see. Students a long time ago painted all those. And in fact, Miss Roper, she has an artwork right up there. Can you see that? That purple fish with a hat on? Coach Roper painted that. Okay, but that's not all we're doing today. Actually, since I was here, I wanted to do a project that I almost certainly would have done with you if you'd been in the classroom. It is a line sculpture. I want you to picture a line. What is a line? Maybe you could draw a line while you're thinking. Oh, draw a different line. Draw a different line from that. Draw a completely different line. I see a lot of people, when they hear line, they think that a line is straight. And sure, it can be straight. It can be flat like this. It could be vertical, diagonal, or horizontal. But it can be different too. What about a dotted line? In fact, I made a special chart so that you all could see some examples of different lines. I'm going to paint it too, so it's got some color. Does it look different backwards to you? It probably does. It says line, an element of art. And look at all these different examples. Look, this one's, part of it's still wet. This one right here is three-dimensional. It's actually fuzzy. This one looks fuzzy right here, but it's not really. Some of these lines around the outside are bumpy. Those are the ones that are still wet. I made those by mixing a little black paint with some glue and then dripping it on. Here's some more dashed lines that go in a spiral. I do have straight lines too, though. See? What are all the kind of lines that you see in this chart? Right. They can look like anything, right? They could be long or short or thin or fat and chunky. They could be fuzzy or smooth, curvy or straight or zigzag. On your paper, I would like you to make at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 different kinds of lines. See how many you can make. I'll wait. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay, I'm done waiting. Put that piece of paper aside. And we're going to need some more materials. Now, if you don't have these and you need to pause and go get them, that's fine. I'll let you know what we need. First, you need some paper and some scissors so that you can cut the paper into long strips. Now, I have a lot of colors just because I've saved these over the years. But if yours are all white, or if your strips of paper are all black or all one color, that is totally fine. This mess doesn't stay up. You'll need something to glue it onto. You can use just a piece of cardboard, it's fine, like from a box. You'll also need glue. I really recommend using a glue stick for this, but if you need to, you can use liquid glue. It just means that you have to hold it a lot longer. Now this is actually a line, even though it's 3-dimensional. I can twist it, I can bend it, I could fold it into zigzags, make all different kinds of lines. So let's look at that, how that looks when you make it into a sculpture. So first, I think I'm going to make just a good old-fashioned rainbow loop situation. So I'm going to fold the corners like this. I'm going to give it a little foot. Let's give it another foot. Cool. Now I have a shape that I can glue down like so. That's very cool. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on each foot. Oh, that's cool. I'm going to put a little glue on the other foot. Now, did I put it all over the body? Only on the feet. That's a good idea. Every time you use the glue, remember you want to scoop it back down and then protect it. So I'm going to put it on my sculpture. I'm going to hold it down and I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now it's going to stay. That's the beginning of our sculpture. What's a sculpture? It's a funny word. Do you already know? A sculpture is a piece of artwork that is tall, wide, and deep. You can walk all the way around a sculpture. All right, I'm going to make another one that looks the exact same. So I'm going to give it a little foot. I'm going to give it a little foot. I'm dancing on the ceiling. Now let's put some glue on there. Only comes out a little bit. If you use too much glue, it will be messy and it will waste your glue stick. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it sort of across the way from it. Right, so I'm holding it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 100, 400, 500, 600, 800, 4,000. That's too much. Cool. But that's not the only shape I can make. Let's take this yellow. I can also make a circle quite easily. So let's glue that together. Now I'm showing you examples. Yours can look totally different. In fact, I want yours to look different. You are a different artist than me. Your line sculpture is going to look like yours and not mine. If yours looks like mine, I will be so angry. Not that angry. Now this is a shape. I used a line to make a shape. So there's some crossover. I'm going to put this in the middle, I think. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. It stays. But what else can we make? Let's do another. Let's do this one. But not this one, it's already glued together. I'm so angry at you students from last year. Ooh, here's a little skinny strip. Let's make a triangle. So a triangle has 3 sides. So I'm going to fold it like that. That makes 2 sides. I'm going to give it little feet. Now, is that a triangle? It only has 1, 2 sides. It's open down here. But my paper can make the 3rd side. So this will be one of the sides of my triangle. This paper is really twisty. It may not make a very good triangle. Glad I'm in here by myself since my mask won't stay on. I have other masks too, but it's hard for the students to hear me through those, so I'll have to keep working on it. It's a tall, skinny triangle. The sides are a little wobbly, so that's not great, but you won't get the idea. I could also glue it like this and make a spiral. I can fold zigzags. Over, over, left, right, left, right. Smoosh it flat. So that's cool. Now I don't have to glue it onto the base. I can actually glue it right onto the other thing. I can make this sculpture even taller. It's not quite strong enough for me to pick it up by the pieces yet. Here, let's do this. I can glue this on top of here like this, and I can make my shapes even taller, like a crown. And we'll try that. Good. Now, I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to go this far, because I think that's probably enough, and we'll run out of time. So let's take a moment to clean up. I trust you wrote your name on yours. like that. That says Watkins. It's probably backwards for you. I hope you take all of your strips of paper and clean those up. Put them back in your basket or envelope, whatever you're doing to keep them. And finally, the most important thing of all, glue stick. Make it go down like this. And then put its little hat on. And you have to press it until it clicks. That way it won't dry out. Glue sticks don't usually have a very long lifespan, so you got to be careful. Now I do want to talk just a minute, and if y'all are done, that's fine. But let's talk about glue, this kind of glue too, just because we have a couple minutes. This is liquid glue. This can be a lot messier than the other ones. It can be a lot stronger than a glue stick. So there's the thing. The big thing, if you're using liquid glue, a dot, not a lot, or a line is fine. What does that mean? That means I can use a dot of glue. This is correct. Y'all want to see me make a mistake? Oh gosh, look. That's too much. That's messy. That's a big problem. Oh, throw that away. A dot, not a lot. This is right. And you have to hold it for a little bit longer because the liquid glue takes longer to dry. But once it dries, it's stronger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now I think I'll glue this one. Right inside the yellow end. I think that looks cool. A dot, not a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 4 billion. Now that I've counted to 4 billion, it should be good. All right. Now I'm going to close my glue so it doesn't dry out. Pat myself on the back for being so responsible. And I'm going to put this up where I'm not going to lose it because we're going to add on to it more next week. And I'll show you even more cool shapes to make out of strips of paper. Even more cool lines to make out of strips of paper. More to the book. All right, y'all have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next time that I talk to you. Goodbye.